Okay, so this is the first game in, I'm not sure what round this is, but it would be round three or something in the losers bracket between Dylan's team and a Polish team. And as this is a Nomad tournament, it's going to be Nomad. And in yellow, we have the Norwegian player Rable. He's playing as the Saracens, and his teammate is here in green somewhere. Yeah, he hasn't started building his TC, but that's Eirik. He's playing as the Aztecs. So that's the Norwegian team, and for the Polish team, there's let's see if we can find them. Yeah, so blue here, building a town center here. He's also playing as the Saracens. That's PL Zik or something like that. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But he's playing as the Saracens, and his teammate here is going to be Remy. He's playing as the Aztecs. So he's Aztec and Saracen matchup, and I'm just going to check that the stream is doing all right. Yes, it seems to be doing all right. So the troubles we had earlier is not so present anymore. So we can see that it's sort of very close between the two Polish players, while Norwegians have spread out a little bit more. Green player here, Eirik, is close to some deers, has quite a few sheep, he's close to the water, so he could pick up some shark fish if he wants to. First up at the TC is Rable here. Unfortunately, the positioning is not that great because he doesn't have any food sources anywhere close, really. So he's going to rely on sheep and not to mention the dock here. So he's putting the dock. Yeah, he probably wants to put the dock somewhere else. He's going to do some walls first. But yeah, so he's going to have to rely quite a bit on fishing. A dock out here would be very, very nice. There's a lot of deep fish here close by, so that would probably be a very good way to put it. He's starting a wall up, so he might have sort of guessed that this is where blue player is, so he could a little bit sort of wall him inside, but I don't think that's going to be too effective, especially considering that he has all these landmass to the right he can just use instead. So, but let's see. It's a part of the wall here made by blue here, and yeah, so he's seen the villager from yellow here, and that's very unfortunate. It might be difficult for yellow to build a dock since his villager might be taken down, so not sure what his priorities are going to be here. We can see that blue villager there living somewhere. I'm not sure where really. Unfortunately, it looks like the streaming is going very slow again. Let's see if it helps to speed it up. Not really, so. So let's see if it helps with a little bit of sped up speed here. If not, if it goes too slow, we'll just have to look for another way to do this. Yeah, so yellow still hasn't built a dock anywhere, so it's kind of interesting to see if he decides to put it up. I think it would have been beneficial for him just to put it up right away instead of making that wall there. I don't really see the purpose of it, but anyway, we can see that the rest of the team here is building a dock, green out here, and now the gray player here also putting up a dock. It's not the best one, but it's alright, I suppose. There's at least some deep fish here, so he's gonna be alright. And blue here with this dock in the position that we saw for yellow could have been very nice. A lot of deep fish very close by, so that's gonna be really nice for him. And yellow still not having a dock off. That I think that's going to be a very big problem for him in the long run because he can't really um, he doesn't have any food sources close by, and he's running out of the last sheep. So we can see some villagers just walking around scouting the area, and that's not very efficient in any way. So, and he's not going to find anything, and even if he does, it's going to be so far away that unless it's sheep, it's going to be very hard for him to utilize what he finds, and even the sheep gonna have to use some time to walk back to the TC. So um, now he probably just have to put out the dock here somewhere right away, without while considering that at least some of the other players already have started getting out fishing ships, and yeah, so he's gonna be last up with it. And yeah, I think it's really gonna hurt his progress in the game. You can see now he doesn't have any food and he can't produce any more villagers after this one is created, so he's going to start falling behind from this point on, really. While green is looking to do very well, it seems that he might be sending 2 sheep up to yellow. It's going to work out fine, I think. There's nothing to catch them in between. But yeah, we can see that green is doing well. He has dock, fishing ships, and still he has the sheep out here. So he's doing alright, but I doubt it will be enough if yellow falls too much behind. Blue as well has a deer patch. He has quite a bit of sheep and gray here. Yeah, he also has the deer patch here he can go for, and he also has 2 boars here, so he's doing fine. So it's not like an extraordinary amount of food, but it's still sufficient to sustain them until they have reached the next stage. So it seems that Gray saw the 2 boars. He's getting the first one, and he also has a nice production of fishing ships. So let's see. And yeah, now everyone except yellow here at Rable has a fishing ship, and yeah, there he goes. So I'm surprised actually that the other players don't have more fishing ships actually, but and now we can see that blue is moving around, being chased by the villager from yellow here. He still actually hasn't fallen too far behind considering the population. He's actually pretty even, so he hasn't been punished too much for coming up with the dock very late. And yeah, so some of the players are up in 2 fishing ships now, and those were, yeah, so Gray actually has 2 fishing ships now. I don't know, it seems that blue player haven't built any more fishing ships. I think that's very strange, but maybe he's relying more on sheep or something instead, I'm not sure. He obviously could also take the deer, but at this point I think he rather wants to just get out those fishing ships. Let's see if he's producing any more. Blue player would be 6 there. And yeah, so he's getting out another one. Yeah, so actually yellow now has more fishing ships than blue. That's kind of strange actually. I don't know why blue didn't make any more. Anyway, at least when it comes to villager count, he's in the lead, so he has 14 villagers. So he is at least going to be able to take advantage of that. And here he sees the house of yellow, so I'm not sure. Let's see if yellow player here, yes. So he probably assumes that this is where blue has to be, and apart from that, he doesn't really know that much. And let's check out blue player here. So yeah, I mean he doesn't know where yellow is, but yeah, you can sort of guess it has to be there somewhere. So that's really nice for him. He's also been scouting quite a bit for his sheep there, and there he sees yellow and the boar there. So, but that's gonna not be. He's not gonna be able to stop that. Still, yellow, pretty nice catching that boar. It has to be walked pretty far. So, Yeah, it's not very in good margins here. You should probably send out another villager in case this one doesn't really make it all the way back to TC. Yeah, now this is going to be exciting to see if we'll make it. Yeah, I think it's going to make it. Yeah, so he got the board, he didn't lose the villager, that's great. And the other board here is getting picked up by blue. Also has loon, yeah, so should probably work out for him as well. Let's just check the stream. Yeah, it looks to be going all right. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not sure, but this seems to be performing very slowly. I'm not sure why, but it seems to be a problem with the game for some reason. It slows down the stream, that is, it slows down right away. No, it's the other way around. When I use the stream, it seems to be going so much slower right away. So, yeah, so um, it seems that the teams are going to do sort of a standard strategy. Blue and gray here, obviously, being so close, they can sort of cooperate and have this mutual front, being able to split up the Norwegians and sort of separate them and make them unable to sort of utilize their combined forces. Uh, and I think that they should be heading for feudal pretty soon. Okay, so we can see that now yellow is 5 population behind, and those are mostly villagers, so that's going to